Hi, I am so excited that you are about to start a program and use one of our nutrition plans. And this video is specifically for runners who are wanting to use Beachbody programs and run and incorporate our nutrition program. So I want to give you a little bit of guidance on that. So high level, we have 2 nutrition programs that come with any challenge pack. So you should have access digitally to both of these things, as well as you should have gotten your containers in the mail. They are color-coded containers and a logbook for 2B Mindset. So the color-coded containers go with Ultimate Portion Fix, and the guidebook goes for 2B Mindset. Ultimate Portion Fix is a more portion controlled. If you like more structure, you like to be told exactly what to do with some freedom, with a lot of freedom actually. You get to choose your own, the food that you put in the containers, but you're given a certain amount of it. You're going to want that program. If you are someone who wants more flexibility, who wants more freedom with their choices, then 2B Mindset might be a better choice for you. So I want to first show you where you can find these on Beachbody On Demand. So if you go to beachbodyondemand.com or you go into the Beachbody On Demand app and you go under programs, you're going to see all of the programs. If you go to here to Nutrition Center, you're going to see an introduction to nutrition, which is a great place to start because it actually walks you through both programs and both in both options. So this is a great place to figure out which program do I want to do. Introduction to 2B Mindset, Introduction to Ultimate Portion Fix. You can learn about how to use your Shakeology or your performance line. I personally use Shakeology and Energize and Recover almost every single day. So again, learn about 2B Mindset, learn about Ultimate Portion Fix, and decide which one is for you. Both can work for runners. Definitely. There's going to be some considerations. I'm specifically going to talk about 2B Mindset Ultimate Portion Fix. 2B Mindset is very much like the actual portions are up to you. So as a runner, there's not much you need to modify this program with, except for I will say that for dinner on 2B Mindset, she recommends no carbs. And if you are running a lot of miles, if you're running like 3 days a week, a few miles, I think it's fine to have no carbs at dinner. But personally, I find when I was on 2B Mindset that I just really was not feeling like I was getting enough fuel when I wasn't eating that carb at dinner, because I was also not eating a carb with my afternoon snack or my morning snack. And so for me, it felt like I was not satisfying my hunger by not eating a carb at dinner, but it's really up to you how you feel about that. As for Ultimate Portion Fix, so back to Nutrition Center, I'm going to click on Ultimate Portion Fix. This is what I need to make sure that you understand when you do Ultimate Portion Fix is when you can go here and the lessons are the actual videos that you can make your way through at any point you want. You know, a lot of people say that you should go through these before you start, but if you're a busy mom like me, you might not have time for that. So maybe just start listening to these with a headphone in while you cook or while you're getting your makeup on, you're driving, you are doing something else, and just get that into your mind. But you go to program materials here. This is the part that I want you to see is you go down here, you're going to see all these meal plans, which is awesome. But if you go to pick your path, Containers 101. Calculate your calorie target. This is important for my runners. Okay, so when you're calculating your calorie target, first of all, no runner should ever be in plan A, which is a 1200 calorie bracket. It's not enough calories for you. So I want you can calculate based on if you're not working out, if you are working out, moderately challenging. So for most programs, they fall into this calculator of moderately challenging as your calculator. This is if you're not running. If you are also running, I want you to do this calculator that is extremely challenging. So 45 minutes or more, 5 days a week. Even if your program isn't that much, but you are also running on top of it, I want you to be doing at least this. So for example, I weigh 145 pounds times 11 is 1595. I'm going to add 600 calories to that. That's 2100 calories, or this is 2,200 calories. But then if you want to lose weight, it wants you to deduct another 750 calories to get yourself into a weight loss zone. However, as a runner, I do not recommend being in a caloric deficit of 750 calories per day if your goal is to run faster. If your goal is to lose weight, I think it's important for you to recognize what phase are you in of your running and what is more important to you. I think it's extremely important to decide, is my main goal of joining this group to run faster and to improve my speed, or is my main goal to lose weight? Because both of those things can happen together, but you are not going to perform running your best with a 750 calorie deficit every single day. You're going to not have enough fuel. So I recommend, for example, remember this would put me at a 1,500 calorie range. I would recommend maybe reducing that, taking the number, so back to 145 for me times 11, adding 600 for my workouts. And then I would recommend reducing this by no more than 300 calories a day. So if I were to reduce this by 300, that would put me at 1,895 calories per day. So then we go back here to the Ultimate Portion Fix container plans. So this is if I want to lose weight and run fast together, right? That 1,895 would put me into Plan C, which is exactly the plan that I personally use, Plan C. So I get 5 portions of green, vegetables, 3 of purple, 5 of red, 4 of yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 5 teaspoons. This is because I am currently running 4 or 5 days a week. If you're a runner who runs, say, like 1,500 or 1,500, you don't run as often, you could reduce your calories by a little bit more. But I personally think if you stick to this plan and you actually stick to the plan, I think you will still lose weight in Plan C. I still do. But you have to be honest with yourself of how often you are going off the plan, right? So that's just some food for thought when you're choosing your brackets. Again, I don't recommend portion controls A if you're a runner. If you're a runner who, say you weigh close to what I weigh, 145 pounds or 150 pounds, like you can do your calculation, and you are totally fine, your main goal is weight loss, then I would go into portion Plan B. If your goal is to run faster and lose some weight, probably 1 pound per week, I would go into Plan C. 1 pound per week is great, you guys. I think sometimes we see these big numbers and then we freak out about it, but we want you to feel good and healthy, and we don't want you to feel like grumpy. There's one thing that one consideration that I want to also explain for runners is that when you have your long run day, don't count gels as any kind of, if you're consuming a gel because you're running more than 90 minutes doing a long run, that should not count as any kind, like don't count your containers. Make sure that you are getting enough fuel after your workout. Take your Recover, blend it with a banana, or I love mine with mango, I like the orange flavor, right after your long run or right after any kind of hard workout as a runner, so that you're fueling your body right away. And you don't count Recover as a red, even though it's a protein. So if you have Recover right after your workout, that still just counts as a fruit only. And then have a healthy meal. And I find that if I don't fuel my body well on those long run days and I don't give myself extra calories, so maybe this is a day that you don't count your portions, but you still follow the plan in the sense that you're not going overboard, but you're not counting the actual portion of avocado. You're just eating a little bit more intuitively on that long run day. Because the worst thing that can happen is you put yourself in too big of a calorie deficit, and then you're going to end up binging or really craving sugar. So these are just some things to consider. I know there's a lot to take in if you've just started, but I want to make sure that you're in the right bracket for you if you are doing Ultimate Portion Fix. If you're like, wow, TB Mindset's sounding a lot better now, then go try that. But if you're someone who wants a plan and we can tweak it as you go. So make sure you ask me, or if someone else is your coach, ask them for help with this. But like, I don't want you to be a runner and not getting enough fuel to be able to run. I want you to feel good, and I want you to feel good in your skin. I promise, if you're eating a whole foods diet of all the foods listed on, and you're making on our nutrition plans, and you're making healthy recipes, and you're cutting out some of those, maybe those treats, and you're having them one time a week, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna feel amazing, and you're gonna run faster and better. I promise. So be patient with it, and know that if you're brand new to this, it's gonna take you some time. Spend some time over the weekend before you start like getting used to some of this lingo, and pick some simple recipes to start, and you can do it. Any change is going to be hard. See if you can get your family on board, your husband or your whoever you live with, and make it fun, and know that it is worth it. And hopefully it feels good. I encourage you. I don't expect you, I'm not going to use these containers my whole life, but I think it's a good way to recalibrate and get yourself set up. Like, what is the, like a good portion that I should be using? And so that's going to give you some principles that you can maybe use forward in your whole life, of knowing what the right or the healthy types of food and portions are. So if you have any questions, let me know.